Then I was told that what the whole world cannot achieve, how can you do it? I said, I will do it. This innovation I consider as one of the best that I can do in my lifetime, which not that nobody has achieved, nobody could achieve, that not that way. But I could manage to give the diabetic world the freedom to eat. And this technology was not patented as yet for various reasons, which we are exploring now to patent it, to give the technology to the other parts of the world.
Welcome to Dr.C.K.Nandagopalan YouTube channel. We are continuing this journey with English videos. We will still keep posting Tamil videos for Namma Tamil Makkal. You don't worry about that. So today's question, sir. You have expressed you have invested 35 years in research. In the journey of your discovery, you have achieved many number of innovations. Which do you think is your best innovation?
Now, initially, it was uh, a larger spectrum of works were to be carried out. In the ancient system, it was anatomy, physiology, pathology, medicine, and food and nutrition were one subject together. Whereas today in the modern world, uh, even medical science has been separated to many fragments. But in the olden days, unless you understand food and nutrition, you will be able to understand the medicine, pathology, physiological function, and anatomy part of the human body. But then here you also study the animal kingdom, the marine biology, and all the other plant kingdom and geological part of it, and so on. Food and nutrition plays an important role, so we were amazed to work in the area of food and nutrition, trying to understand. So we went on to study the art of cooking to start with. We collected a lot of information on that, how exactly the science worked there, how exactly the molecular value works there, and whatnot. And it was quite a deep journey, and it was a very interesting one. We could manage to understand many things, and it went on and on and on. At one point of time, I was given a challenge in 2003 that by my friend, can you make white refined cane sugar diabetic friendly? Which the world was not in a position to do it at that point or even till now. But then I told my friend that I can do it for you, for your children. Then I was told that what the whole world cannot achieve, how can you do it? I said, I will do it. Then I started studying the carbohydrate science. It was very interesting. Took 6 months. It comes under the molecular science. So I have spoken enough about in my videos. You can go and see. We have given videos in 2019 on sugar in 2 parts, and latest videos also I have spoken what I have done. The best of the innovations that I have done to make cane sugar diabetic friendly. That was something amazing I could manage to do. But then it took quite some time to make it into an industrial model. I made the prototype. I was successful in doing it. Then I retuned it. I recorrected it. I could manage to do it. I could manage to play with the fructose by opening up the furon ring and converting that to the aldehyde side. Almost making cane sugar diabetic friendly by eliminating fructose, changing over fructose. Conversion of molecules was not available with the modern science because they have their own pathway, they have their own restrictions, and we don't use chemicals, we don't use solvents. We always use water as a solvent. And that was the most interesting part of the innovation that I have done. And when I wanted to test this with many educational institutions, I failed. because I could not get their cooperation. They thought that I'm not a qualified guy to work in this area, but then the qualified guys could not do it. You know that. And we need to put this in a machine called GCMS, gas chromatography mass spectrometry. So for that you need to have solvent in which the disaccharide carbohydrate sugar to dissolve, and then there is no solvent availability today. And we were working very hard on that. Then we found that GCMS cannot read this because no solvents available to dissolve sugar and put it in the machine. So I took nearly 6 months, developed an organic based solvent where sugar can be dissolved. I named it as Exon, the organic solvent. I could manage to do that also. That was the most interesting stuff that I could achieve, and then put it in the GC-MS, gas chromatography mass spectrometry, and found the results that what is happening to glucose and fructose, which is there predominantly available in our white sugar. Glucose was changing over to glucose pyranose, and fructose was changing over to carboxyaldehyde. So I was very interested in seeing that I could manage to do something. That was the most challenging part of my journey. And this innovation I consider as one of the best that I can do in my lifetime, which not that nobody has achieved, nobody could achieve, that not that way, but I could manage to give the diabetic world the freedom to eat sugar with free node. They can, making the diabetic individual to live a life at par with normal individual is to make him eat sugar. And that was the achievement was made, and it was commercialized. Today it is available in the name of Sugar Life. I have a big company, Natural Life Specialty Private Limited in Pune, which was headed by the chairman called Malik and the managing director by the name Ajay George. We have a USA FDA approved factory called Vaishavik where we produce huge amount of this sugar. Lakhs of people are having this. They are all amazed. Another important feature of the sugar, when you consume 30 to 40 grams per day, your LDL and triglyceride comes down in a beautiful manner. You don't need to worry about your cholesterol, which can do good. You can make sweets out of this sugar. Point is, I made an aqueous solution in which the sugar is treated and changed over to diabetic friendly side. So eating this sugar, your blood glucose will not spike up. It will rather come down. You can see that with your glucometers. And that was the most interesting innovation that I have done. I have done many things, but this one, making sugar, I could manage to reach lakhs and lakhs of people who could be given the privilege, being diabetic, to eat natural cane sugar to the way that they want to go ahead with their lifestyle of daily food and nutrition. This is the most tremendous part of my journey. This was done in 2003 and took 6 years for me to, retune it and then come out with an industrial model wherein abundant sugar can be made with this technology. And this technology was not patented as yet for various reasons, which we are exploring now to patent it, to give the technology to the other parts of the world to produce their own sugar by licensing this technology. The works have been going on for some time. We are very close to it, which we will be executing it in the near future, in the short future. So this is the most interesting innovation that I have done. And the sugar do not go through any color change, any chemical change or anything. It doesn't smell or anything. It smells the same. It looks the same. Aesthetically, it looks the same, and it tastes better when you make sweets out of the sugar. It becomes more tastier. It gives you more energy than the normal sugar. When you can have a cup of tea or coffee, you can see the energy levels in you. It is because of the fructose is also changing over to aldehyde side. You have enough of energy molecules which can be accepted by the human cells. The sugar also is transported very fast into your cells. It does not spike the blood glucose. That is the most brilliant stuff that I have done, and I'm fortunate enough to consider me that I feel really proud of what I have done to help the mass, and I wish more and more people will be getting into this. And now today, it's after some time, it's expanded in a big way that nearly lakhs of people across the country is having. It has been because of the sugar ban now. Before that, we were exporting this in a big way to many countries. Now we are, sugar ban is there in India. We are not able to export. So we are considering to, patent this technology and license it to many parts of the world. People are waiting to receive the technology on the licensing manner and produce their own sugar for their respective countries to help their own population. This is the greatest innovation that I have done. Back to you, Susan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for enlightening us with the invention you have done. Watch us, subscribe our channel, and continue supporting us. Thank you.